Hey, has anyone been watching the X-Men anime or the Shonen Wolverine anime on Netflix? Is it a waste of my time or not? Anyways, hi, my name is Alex and you're watching my channel, The Anime Hero, and today I'm going to continue my topic of references, and this one is about Marvel Comics, specifically the X-Men. Well, about 3 of them. Unlike the last video of RoboCop, the X-Men don't really need any introduction, especially if we're talking about Wolverine, or Logan as he's been referred to nowadays. But who does need a background check is Shin Violence Jack, a 2005 sequel to Violence Jack, a violent horror manga from 1973. The original Violence Jack series were episodic stories about the victims of the Hellquake, which separated Kanto from the rest of Japan, or Nippon. So numerous people are stranded in this post-apocalyptic island, where anyone can become a victim. The story's perspective often changes, but they all meet the chaotic man-beast that is Violence Jack! As his name implies, graphic violence ensues along with some erotic material. By the way, Violence Jack is also a sequel to Devilman, so demonic elements are also present. But what does this have to do with the X-Men? Very little. In 2005, the short Shin Violence Jack was made, and in Chapter 1, we meet our adversaries aboard the salvage ship, the Marvel Marine, and their names are the Marvel Pirates, complete with lookalikes to Professor X and Wolverine, and I'm guessing this is Beast. I'm sure you already know this, but back then, Beast wasn't blue, he was gray at one point, and before that, he was designed in a costume human form. I'm assuming this is the iteration that the author, Go Nagai, is referencing. Also, I'm uncertain if this is supposed to be Scott Summers and Jean Grey, or maybe it's Rogue. Then again, she kinda has a mystique-ish costume, or maybe this bald man is actually Jean-Luc Picard. Blah! I decided to mention my confusion of these two characters because we don't see them ever again. The ones who get more attention are this trio, who don't have any names. In chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4, Violence Jack is protecting some orphan kids and villagers from getting violated and maimed by the Marvel Pirates. Among these sea dogs, the Wolverine and Beast lookalikes are the only ones who are capable of fighting Jack. Anyone else just dies. Ooh. They duke it out for a little bit until the Marvel Pirates' master, the Skull King, shows up and takes over the fight. That is, until Jack manages to overcome the Skull King and the Marvel Pirates retreat. By Chapter 4, Captain Picard is gone by this point. I think it might have disappeared earlier, but his importance to the story was almost non-existent as he wasn't the real leader of the group. The Skull King pretty much eliminates his purpose. Meanwhile, Wolverine still has some screen time, acting as a messenger to form an alliance with the new Shoe Army. That shoe spelled S-H-U, not the literal shoe. This isn't some Foot Clan parody. And then he's absent for Chapter 5, unless I missed a panel. But both Wolverine and Beast return in Chapter 6, and this marks the last time we see Beast. But it's not the end for Wolverine. From Chapter 5 onward, demons begin to appear in the story and remain in it throughout the rest of the manga. This is when Shin Violence Jack has my complete and undivided attention. During a demon banquet in Chapter 7, Wolverine suddenly appears, informing the demons of Jack's appearance in Skull Castle, aka the most heavy metal castle ever! It's more metal than Castle Grayskull! Heavy metal manliness! Hail and kill! But Wolverine's inclusion in this scene is immediately followed by disappointment. When demons first appeared, they took possession of people's bodies, granting them a physical form. Remember, this is a manga from Go Nagai. At some point off-panel, Wolverine merged with the demon and briefly transforms. But the clincher here is we don't see him ever again. We don't even see what his demon form looks like. All we get is a silhouette, thus marking the last page of the X-Men appearances in Shin Violence Jack. In some chapters, there's a Cerberus running around, so I thought maybe this is Wolverine, but by the end of the story, I don't think that's him. But what I do know for certain is Shin Violence Jack quenches my carnage thirst in medieval flavor. I'm pretty annoyed this 2-volume manga isn't licensed nor has an anime adaptation. Add some music from Man of War and you get this thrilling dark fantasy adventure, so I recommend reading it if you can find it securely on a website. Hopefully 7 Seas can grab this manga someday. That way I can stop feeling guilty of recommending unlicensed manga. Ugh. So that's it for the X-Men. Tune in next time when I talk about some Ghostbusters references. You don't want to miss this one. I'll be focusing on reference subjects throughout the month of February. I've been working on and off lately, so most of my free time is occupied, therefore I can only make really short videos. But you can help me on Patreon if you want. Omega Kyo is the only one here, man. Give him some company. And here's my social links. My name is Alex, and thank you for watching my channel, The Anime Hero.